Fitch has recently upgraded Kuwait International Bank, one of the leading Islamic banks in the country. Here to speak about the key to success for banking in the Arab state is Mourad Mekhail. Well, Mourad, the Arab world, and in particular Syria and Egypt, has been beset with wars over the past few years. So how has this affected the banking industry in Kuwait?
They have very limited exposure to this area, and there's few banks are operating out of these countries. They are not affected. This type of turmoil is giving the bank a level of appetite to go for certain risk which they were not in the past taking. We as Kuwait International Bank, as always prepared bank, we created some innovative structures that we can accommodate the business of our clients even in these countries which they have this turmoil. We have the investment banking department, the international banking professionals are doing their utmost to accommodate the business of the clients by creating innovative structures to mitigate, eliminate such political and also commercial risk related to these business in these countries.
Well, Kuwait's banking industry has gone from strength to strength, and it was relatively unaffected, would you say, from the global financial crisis. And it was also bolstered by the government's $130 billion national development plan. So how is Kuwait International Bank involved in this?
It is in fact an ambitious plan for the whole country. We are, as we said, prepared. We know our client very well. We listen exactly to what they need. We know the market. We are prepared to offer all type of services that can be needed in the market in terms of the international banking, in terms of the using of the service of our treasury, in terms of using the retail banking networking we have. It is really our utmost priority if it comes to the business of our country that we will be offering all what we have to serve them.
Well, you've recently had your Fitch rating upgraded. So what would you say your key to success is?
We enhance the asset quality of our bank, that we reduce the NPLs, that we tapped into international more transaction in the region. Very important here to say, beside that, is that really we rely on the teamwork and the spirit of cooperation of every employee in our bank.
Well, Islamic banking is huge in Kuwait, and obviously that means there's quite a lot of competition. Now, Kuwait International Bank has been Sharia compliant since 2007, so how do you stay ahead of the game?
We are focusing on our niche. We are establishing that on building it based on our client need. We listen to our clients. We know the market very well. We are always maximizing the penetration of the market. We are partnering globally, bringing the expertise, that's know-how. We are bringing new products and new ideas and new business solutions to our clients.
Well, a large part of Sharia-compliant banking is, of course, social responsibility. So what sort of projects do you have set up in that area?
We adopted a program of educating the youth in Kuwait to bring them to the level of understanding what is finance. It is one of the non-profitable organizations related to the UNICEF, and they are keen to bringing and educating the youth to tell them what is finance. We started with a very simple stuff, which is saving. From the different departments in the bank, we visited a couple of schools, and we have the intention in the future to penetrate the market, not only to educate our people for savings. We would like to educate our pupils and students of the value of the money, to know what's finance to be one of the important subjects in their schools.
Well, an important part of financial development in Kuwait is, of course, the growth of capital markets and the increasing role of regulators. So how do you address this?
What is our intention is that we as a bank as well go to the irregularities, talking to them, introducing to them our visions. You know, if you introduce your vision in advance, so you have some from the irregularities to shape your vision, that you have like a warning signal, all right, here you cannot go more than this or that. So being one of the leading banks and looking to be a market player and market maker even, one of the very important stuff is working very closely with regulators and creating the transparency and taking that further.
Well, finally, looking to the year ahead now, and what's in store for Kuwait International Bank?
The year started very positively. This is confirming what we have as a major target is being a market player and market maker. Of course, we will be continuing doing our homework in concentrating and focusing on our market niche, concentrating and focusing on our client needs, and increasing the return on equity of our stakeholders.
Mourad, thank you.
Thank you very much.